Why does nitrogen show catenation properties less than phosphorus? What is catenation? The property of direct bonding between atoms of same element. That means if nitrogen can form bonds like N, it can go on forming bonds like this. If this is possible, I'm not saying this happens. If this is possible, we would say nitrogen catenates. If phosphorus can form bonds P like this, we can say phosphorus catenates. Which has greater tendency? Phosphorus actually has a greater tendency to catenate as compared to nitrogen. Phosphorus can form red phosphorus, which has P, long chains of phosphorus atoms. Nitrogen cannot form this. As a matter of fact, the longest it can go is azide ion. N3 minus, that also has a minus charge. And this also is explosive, it is unstable. Nitrogen hates any kind of catenation. Why? That is the question. Why? It shows catenation properties lesser. See, the length of NN bond is smaller than the length of PP bond. Yes. So nitrogen is supposed, because bond length is less, we might expect that the bond strength should be more. No, that is not the case. Why? The tragedy in the case of nitrogen is because of the lone pair of electrons. Each nitrogen atom actually harbors a lone pair of electrons. Yes. And lone pair. Now, if nitrogens are forming a bond, there is a repulsion between these lone pairs. And because of this repulsion, the strength of NN single bond becomes very poor. And that is why hydrazine. What is hydrazine? It contains NN single bond and HH like this. Hydrazine is very unstable and very reactive because NN bond is very, very weak. Okay. What about phosphorus? In case of phosphorus, atoms are bigger. So bond length of phosphorus is a little more than nitrogen. And because of longer bond length, now lone pairs are far apart. Repulsion is there, but repulsion of lone pairs is not as much as in the case of nitrogen. In case of nitrogen, the repulsion between these lone pairs weakened the NN single bond much more. In this case, lone pair repulsion is there, but it does not weaken the PP single bond as much. And that is why PP single bond is still not as bad as NN single bond. And because it is a stronger bond as compared to NN. Phosphorus, because the bonding is stronger, it can catenate. And nitrogen, because bonding is poor, it does not catenate. That, my dears, is the reason.